Barakatah Yahushai. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahushai. Shalak. Rayam. Wah. Ainash. Wah. Haragi. Wah. Mishpani. Wah. Gador. Mawat. Ow. Kor. Adawani. Wah. Kawaya. What? Ayab Yinawa. Baba Kashab. Shalak. Ash. Ba. Shem. Bayat. Baba Kashab. Shabar. What? Abad. Ayab Yinawa. Baba Kashab. Shabar. Ha. Makai. Shur. Ha. Ayab Yah. Baba Kashab. Sir. Ma. Kayam. Ba. La. Masapai. The water. Mashiach. Wamalak. Yahushai. Kwam Yashala.
Man, all praise to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. You got the men of the Lord out here on the highways and byways, bringing it out, man. On so-called Halloween day, man. Right? Give me Isaiah chapter 58 and verse 1. Right? You give me the book of Ezekiel. Give me the book of Ezekiel chapter 33. Right? Give me the book of Ezekiel chapter 33. Matter of fact, somebody who got the apartment phone? Somebody give me the book of Sirach chapter 33 and verse 7. Right? Somebody else. You give me the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 22. All right? Let's read it. Like. Come on. Right? I want 2 Corinthians first. 11 and 22. Come on. 2 Corinthians 11 and 22. Bring it out. 2 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 22. Are they Hebrews? Right? So am I. Right? So are we, man. And are we Hebrews? Right? Hey, it's a so-called white man in Hebrew, man. Hey, they are too, but read. Are they Israelites? Right, but are they Israelites, man? Read. So am I. Hey, so are we are literally the blood descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. That's right. We come out here to sow the sins of our people, man. That's and tell them to come back to the Holy Covenant. Right? What you got? Bring this out.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 58, on the top. Bring it out. Cry aloud.
What the Lord say?
Cry aloud.
What the Lord say?
Cry aloud.
Hey, I don't give a damn if they got music playing over there. If the damn motorcycles come over here, hey, we gonna cry aloud, man.
That's right.
We gonna drown at the sound all the folly of madness going on out here, man. Read.
Right. Spare not.
What the Lord say?
Spare not.
Hey, we not sparing nothing out here, man. All so-called white people going into slavery.
That's right.
Bible, man. Hey, and that's righteous, man. The Lord told us to come out here and prophesy against the nations, man. Read.
Lift up thy voice.
What the Lord say?
Lift up thy voice.
What the Lord say?
Lift up thy voice.
Read.
Like a trumpet.
Like a what?
Like a trumpet.
Read.
And show my people their transgression.
Straight like that, man. Read.
In the house of Jacob.
No, the other nations.
In the house of Jacob.
The house of Jacob, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. And the house of Jacob, read.
Their sin.
Where you going off at? Hey, brother, brother on the phone with the mask. You an Israelite, you gotta repent or the Lord gonna kill you.
That's right.
Right, hey, we come out here and it ain't nothing sweet out here, man. Right, we coming out as the men of the Lord to prophesy against this nation, man, this wicked nation. Right, give me the book of Sirach, chapter 33 and verse 7.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 33 and verse 7. Read it out. Why does one day excel another?
What the Lord say?
Why does one day excel another?
Why does one day excel another day, man? Why is so-called Halloween a special day, man? October 31st, man. October 30th, man. Why is it a special day? Read.
Whereas all the light of every day in the year is of the sun.
Read.
By the knowledge of the Lord, they were distinguished.
Right, by the knowledge of the Most High God, Yahweh, man, everything was distinguished. Read.
And he altered seasons and feasts.
Read.
Some of them had he made high days.
Hey, some days the Most High God made high days, man. Like the new moon days, the feast days, right? The Sabbath day, man. Those are high days according to the Most High God, man. There's nothing high about damn October 31st, man.
That's right.
Read.
And hallowed them.
And hallowed them, man. Read.
And some of them had made ordinary days.
What the Lord say?
And some of them have made ordinary days.
Hey, some days is just ordinary days, man. This is an ordinary day, man. Right? October 3rd. Hey, Halloween is a wicked day, man.
That's right.
It's an ordinary day. I don't give a damn about Halloween, man. Hey, death and destruction to the ones that celebrating that day.
That's right.
That ain't nothing but damn folly, madness, rape, robbery, murder. This is one of the wickedest days on the planet Earth.
That's right.
Right, and the Lord not dealing with so-called Halloween. Read that last verse one more time.
Read it out.
Yeah, appreciate
And some of them had he made ordinary days.
Ordinary days, right? Bring the precept up.
The Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 12.
Bring it out.
Where the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication.
You see, that said that was the beginning of spiritual fornication, man. The devising of idols. You got people walking around dressed up like damn, I don't even know what to call them, man. Damn weirdos, man. Right? Trying to imitate other people, man. Going off. Right? And they in that same spirit as whatever character they wear, man. You got people out here with devil horns. Guess what? You're a damn demon, man.
That's right.
And the invention of them, the corruption of life.
The what?
The corruption of life.
And that's the corruption of life at the end of the day, man. Right? More than that? Come.
For neither were they from the beginning.
For what?
For neither were they from the beginning.
Hey, that wasn't so in the beginning, man. They wasn't damn worrying about damn so-called Halloween during the time of Abraham, man. During the time of Isaac, during the time of Jacob. Read.
Neither shall they be forever.
For what?
Neither shall they be forever.
Hey, these idols ain't nothing at the end of the day, man. Read.
For by the vain glory of men they entered into the world. And therefore shall they come shortly to an end.
To a what?
To an end.
To a what?
To an end.
Hey, all these things gonna come to an end, man, at the end of the day, man. All so-called white people going into slavery, man.
That's right.
That said the Lord, that said the Holy Bible. Right? Give me the book of Right? Give me the book of Hosea. Okay, give me the book of Hosea. Give me the book of Hosea chapter 8. Right? Give me the book of Hosea chapter 8. And actually give me Hosea chapter 12. Give me Hosea chapter 10 and verse 12, right? So you got Habakkuk. Come, bring it up. Habakkuk 1 and 2.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 1 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
Oh Lord, how long shall I cry, and thou wilt not hear? Even cry unto thee of violence,
Read.
and thou wilt not save. Why dost thou show me iniquity?
Read.
And cause me to behold grievance?
Read on.
For spoiling and violence are before me.
Right, so what'd he say?
And there are that raise up strife and contention.
Read on.
Therefore the law is slack.
What the Lord say?
Therefore the law is slack.
Hey, the law is slack, man. The law is slack. Our people don't know about the law, man. Our people don't even care about the laws, man. They don't care. We tell them, hey, what's going on, brother? Give me 2 minutes.
Come on, brother.
I can bring it down to you in 2 minutes, brother. Give me 2 minutes is all I need. All praise to the Most High. Real quick, hold everything. We're going to get right to the point, man.
No, right. Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
No.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Now hold on. It said the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. You hear me? You know what the word Egypt means? Right, what it mean, King?
What's it say now?
I said, you know what the word Egypt means? Right? Real quick, everybody hold everything. Real quick, give me 1 Corinthians chapter 3. Real quick, give me 1 Corinthians chapter 3.
Book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3 and verse 16.
Real quick. You believe in God, right? You love the Most High, don't you? All right, you do, right? All right, real quick. Listen to this.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of Yahweh?
Know ye not, King, that you are the temple of the Most High God, brother? Right, read.
And that the Spirit of Yahweh dwelleth in you.
Hey, the Spirit dwells within you, brother. It want to dwell within you, brother. But read on.
If any man defile the temple of Yahweh,
If any man what?
defile the temple of Yahweh,
Any man defiles the temple that's not even his, man. That the Most High gave to you to rent, man. Right? If any man defiles that temple, read.
him shall Yahweh destroy.
The Lord said,
Him shall Yahweh destroy.
Hey, it said him shall the Most High kill, man. Right? So I don't want you to defile your temple, King, by smoking the black. Because you better than that, King. You a king on the earth, man. Hey, in the book of Proverbs, it tell you it's an abomination for a king to commit. Right? So would you be willing, King, for the sake of the respect of the Most High God and your own life, to all praises, brother.
All praise to the Most High.
Hold on. Don't save it for later, brother. Throw it away. Just throw it in the street, brother.
Throw it in the street.
All praise to the Most High.
All praises.
God. Hold on, brother.
Don't go far enough. Don't go far enough. Hey, Lord, the brother don't go far enough. threw it away, man. Hopefully he don't pull another one out of his back pocket, man. Right, but we gonna continue on with the words of the Lord.
Come in the 3-pack.
All right, you go. Read from where you left off.
Kabosh.
It's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 1 and verse 4.
Yeah.
Therefore, the law is slack.
What the Lord say?
Therefore, the law is slack.
Hey, therefore the law is slack. Read.
And judgment doth never go forth.
Hey, judgment don't go forth no more, man, when it comes to our people. Right? Our people scared to tell the other so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans that, hey, you can't smoke weed. Right? You put the cigarette down. Stop eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. Brother, pull your pants up. Stop hating your brother in your heart, man. Our people don't love telling our people these things no more. But hey, the men of the Lord, we gonna come out here and do it, man.
That's right.
It don't matter if it's rain, sleet, snow, hail, it don't matter, man. We gonna come out and fulfill the words of the Lord. That's right. Real quick, give me the book of Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 32. Right? And you give me the book of Matthew chapter 11 and start at verse 17. Right? Bring this out first.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33 and verse 32.
Bring it out.
And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song.
As a what?
As a very lovely song.
Hey, that's how this truth is, man. Hey, to the men of the Lord, hey, when we bring these different things out, we going through the commandments, we going through the prophecies, we going through the scriptures. Hey, it's like a song, man. It's a good song, man.
Right.
It's better than Michael Jackson. It's better than G Herbo.
That's right.
It's better than Kendrick Lamar. Hey, it's something that you've never heard before, man. Hey, you get to tap in your foot, right? Hey, you hear these things and it's beautiful, man.
That's right.
Burrito?
Of one that have a pleasant voice.
Read.
It can play, Salakia, it can play well on an instrument.
Right? It can play well on an instrument, read on.
For they hear thy words.
For they what?
For they hear thy words.
Read.
But they do them not.
But they do them not, like the brother brought out earlier, man. We tell our people, hey, you got 2 minutes for the word? Right, you got 2 minutes for the word? Give me one scripture, brother. One scripture, and they can't even do that, man.
Right.
Right? Then you tell them, hey, you an Israelite, keep the commandments, stop doing this and that. And they say, all right, I got you. And then they keep it moving and go do that same very thing, man. And the Lord gonna kill people like that, man.
That's right.
Right, give me the book of Matthew chapter 11 and verse 17.
16.
Come.
Matthew 11 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
But whereunto shall I liken this generation?
Right?
It is like unto children sitting in the markets.
Right? He said we like children sitting in the market and doing what?
And calling unto their fellows.
Hey, we calling unto our fellows, man. Hey, brother, we got 2 minutes.
Come on, brother.
Give me one
30
scripture,
seconds,
brother. Hey, read that again, man.
But whereunto you shall I liken this generation?
Read.
It is like unto children sitting in the markets and calling unto their fellows.
Hey, we calling unto our fellows, man. We calling unto our brothers, man. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But read.
And saying, we are piped unto you.
We have what?
We are piped unto you.
We have what?
We are piped unto you.
And we piped unto you, man. We telling y'all brothers the good news, man. That you are the so-called Israelite, man. Or not so-called, but hey, you are Israelite.
That's right.
And you gotta come back to these commandments, man. That the kingdom is for you, man. And only you. Right? But hey, read. I got you.
And ye have not danced.
And what?
And ye have not danced.
Hey, they're not getting down with what we telling them, man. They not picking up what we putting down, man. They don't get it. They haven't danced, man. Some brothers, they come up here, they kind of nod their head. Yeah, they sound cool. Next thing you know, they kind of dancing. Next thing you know, they singing with us, man. They playing with us now, man. That's how all these brothers got here, man. They heard it, they bobbed their head, and guess what? Now they playing with us, man.
Right.
Right, read.
We have mourned unto you.
We have what?
We have mourned unto you.
Read.
And ye have not lamented.
You see that, man? They don't give a damn, man. Right, bring this out.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and verse 20.
Get it out.
Surely as a wife treacherously departed from her husband, so have ye dealt treacherously with me.
What the Lord say?
So have ye dealt treacherously with me.
Hey, so have ye, man. Hey, brother.
2 minutes, King.
You got 2 minutes.
Come on, family.
2 minutes, brother. 2 minutes, King.
Come on.
Hold on. Hey, Come on, sister. I know you want to stay, sister.
Yeah, she do. Yeah.
I don't have time.
You see that, man? Hey, y'all Israelites, man. You gotta repent and keep the commandments, right? Read.
So have ye dealt treacherously with me.
So what?
So have ye
done treacherously with me.
Read.
O house of Israel.
Oh, house of who?
Oh, house of Israel.
Hey, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Y'all dealt treacherously with the Lord, man. Read.
Saith the Lord, a voice was heard upon the high places weeping. A voice was heard upon the high places weeping.
Hey, a voice was heard, man. Read.
And supplications of the children of Israel, for they have perverted their way.
They have what?
They have perverted their way.
Hey, our people pervert the way of the Lord, man. They don't care about the way of the Lord, man. Read.
And they have forgotten the Lord their God.
And that's what's wrong with our people, man. They forgot the Most High God. They forgot who their father was, man.
Right.
So now they going on and indulging in the wickedness of the people, man. Indulging in the wickedness of Moab, man. Elam, man. The Edomites, man. The Cushites, man. We'd rather do the things of their land, do the things of their culture, rather than to do our own things. But our people don't know their heritage, man. That's why they out here celebrating Halloween, man. Getting into these parties, man. Getting into them wearing costumes, man.
That's right.
Right? Hey, who's wearing, hey, nobody has worn a costume on the face of the earth longer than the so-called white man.
That's right.
Nobody has, man. He's been wearing a costume forever, man.
That's right.
He disguises himself all throughout the earth, man. Yeah, you. Right? The so-called white man disguises himself on the whole earth, man. Ishmael, man. Ishmael, you're not gonna make it.
That's right.
You're not gonna make it, man. Ishmael, you said the brother tried to fight you?
Yeah, him and his damn crew said death to Allah.
Hey, death to Allah!
That's right. Death to Allah.
Give me the book of Habakkuk chapter 3 and verse 18, man.
It's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 3 and verse 18.
Bring it out.
Then I will rejoice in the Lord.
It's like it too.
It's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 18.
Look it out.
Now, what profit the graven image?
What the Lord say?
What profit the graven image?
What the Lord say?
What profit the graven
Hey,
image?
what profit that damn cobblestone, man?
That's right.
What profit is that unto my people, man? Read.
That the maker thereof have graven
That
it.
the what?
That the maker thereof have graven it.
Hey, it was made by man with man's hands. What profit is it gonna have unto my people,
That's
man?
right.
Read.
The molten image.
The what?
The molten image.
The what?
The molten image.
Read.
And a teacher of
The
lies.
what?
And a teacher of lies.
What's that cobblestone?
And a teacher of lies.
It's a teacher of lies, man. Folly and vanity, man. Can give a damn about a cobblestone, man. Read.
That the maker of his work trusteth therein to make dumb idols.
To make what?
To make dumb idols.
I love this Bible, man. I promise I do. To make dumb idols, man. And that's what that cobblestone is. Is a dumb idol.
That's
man.
right.
And it's a snare unto my people, man. Read.
That's all, man.
Khan, that's it on that, right? So, hey, we don't care about Allah. You said what?
There's more to that.
Khan, read on.
Woe unto him that saith to the wood, awake, to the dumb stone, arise.
To the what?
To the dumb stone, arise.
It shall what?
It shall teach.
It shall what?
It shall teach.
Hey, that thing not teaching a damn thing.
That's right.
Read.
Behold, it is laid over with gold
It is laid over with what?
With gold.
With what?
With gold.
With what?
And silver.
See that, man? Read.
And there is no breath in it at all.
And there's what?
There's no breath in it all.
There's no
In the
breath.
midst of it.
And there's no breath in that thing, man. There's no breath. The Lord not dealing with it, man. Hey, my forefather Abraham did not build that damn thing, man. I hate when they say that. They say, Abraham helped Ishmael. Hey, he didn't help Ishmael do a damn thing.
That's right.
What did he tell Ishmael and his mom to do, man? Right? Hey, what's going on, brother? How you
All
feeling,
praise to the Most High.
All praise to the Most High, right? Hey, let me break something down to you. I'm going to do a real quick and small. Let's go to the basics real quick. Give me verse 2 and 2 real quick. Give me verse 22 and 2. You give me the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28.
Bring it out, bring it out.
45. Right, you give me the book of, I want the book of Haggai chapter 1 and verse 6.
The book of Deuteronomy.
Hold on, real quick. Bring this out, come.
It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 2 and verse 2.
Yeah.
As newborn babes,
As what?
As newborn babes.
Read.
desire this sincere milk of the word.
Right, so hey, you gotta desire the sincere milk of the word every time, man. Say it, man. Right, so as newborn babes, we gotta desire the sincere milk of the word. So we gotta figure figure out who we are, man. We gotta figure out what our heritage is. We gotta figure out what our customs was. What were our people like, right? Was we always, is our whole existence us being slaves? Or are we more than that? Right? We're more than that, and that's what we're here to tell you, brother, right, Rito?
That ye may grow thereby.
That you can grow. So we're gonna give you milk, brother, so you can grow in this thing and become mighty in this thing and know your heritage and who you are according to what God said, right? Bring this up.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 45.
Bring it out.
Moreover, all these curses.
What do I say?
All these curses.
43 curses in the Bible. We're gonna give y'all a couple of them, all right? It said all these curses, read.
Shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee.
Right? We're gonna give y'all about 3 curses, and I want you to tell me who it sound like. Right? If it sound like the so-called white man, say, yeah, that sound like the white man. Right? If it sound like the Asian man, say, that sound like, yeah, that sound like them. If it sound like the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, say, yeah, that sound like my people. All right? You got me? All right, let's get this.
Shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed.
Right? So we destroyed in our mind, read.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Because these people didn't listen to the Most High God. Right? Read.
To keep his commandments.
To do what?
To keep his commandments.
They didn't keep the commandments of the Most High God, man. They had a simple task and they couldn't complete it. Right? Read on.
And his statutes which he commanded thee.
Read.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
For what?
For a sign.
Right? How do you know when you get to McDonald's? Because it's a sign, right? It's a sign that say McDonald's. It got the golden arches on there. That's the same way these curses are that's in the Bible. That's gonna let you know who God's chosen people are, right? Because everybody say they're God's chosen people. Everybody say they're a child of God. But the Lord said, hey, it's only a certain nation who is, right? So we got to figure that out according and based off the scriptures, right? So read on.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder. And upon thy seed
forever.
So these people always gonna be able to identify themselves as God's chosen people, the Israelites, right? Forever, right? So let's figure it out. Read on.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
So what?
Shalt thou serve thy enemies.
It said, yeah, I can screw it up, family. Y'all good. So it said, therefore, these people, they're going to have to serve their enemies, right? So what people on the earth have to serve their enemies, right? Who pays taxes to a government that's not theirs? Who boosts their economy? You said what? We do. That's right, we do. We're the only people who's boosting an economy that's not ours, right? Hey, the so-called East Indian man, hey, he get his money and send it where? Back to Saudi Arabia, the Middle East, right? The so-called Chinese man, they make their money and send it where? Back to China. Hell, half the stuff here made from China, right? So everybody is benefiting from their economies except us. Why? Because we don't even have one. When we did have one, what happened to it in Tulsa, Oklahoma? They blew it up. Right. Right, read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, and hunger.
And hunger, right? What was the last thing y'all ate? Restaurant. All right, we own, our people own the Yoke restaurant. No, we don't, right? So, hey, we gotta go to our, hey, it don't matter where you go, hey, you gotta go to your enemies for food. Even if we do got our own shop. Feel me? If we got our own little store, whatever the case may be, guess what? We gotta pay property taxes. They can take that shop away from us at any point in time, right? So do you really own it? Nah, right? Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger, and in thirst.
And hey, we don't own our own water factories, right? It's illegal to gather water that comes from the sky freely, right? Read.
And in nakedness.
And in what?
And in nakedness.
Right.
And in what of all things. And he.
You good? Right. So y'all listening, family? Right, so it said, and in want of all things. If you want a birth certificate, guess who you gotta go to? So-called white man. You want to, hey, when you die, you gotta get a death certificate, man. You want a driver's license, anything you want that's physical in this world, you gotta get from our oppressor. Right? Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Right? What people had yokes of iron on their neck? Right? Hey, we did. right? That fits our people to a T, man. We had yokes of iron around our neck, and it said until thou hast destroyed thee. When? How was we destroyed? Right? Mentally. Yeah. That's why we don't got them on us no more. We still in chains. We still in captivity, just not chains around us. Why? Because now we destroyed up here, they can let us roam and let us do what we want to do. Because they know as soon as they come, hey, it's gonna clear out. As soon as you hear whoop, 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 what happened? Everybody, they leave. Because why? They got us destroyed mentally as a people. We don't know who we are. We don't know where we come from. Everybody knows everything. Hey, they know where they come from. That's right. But we don't know where we come from. All we say is Africa. And don't even know the country. And we not even from Africa. Real quick, somebody give me the book of Galatians chapter 4 verse 26. Right, real quick.
The book of Galatians.
Bring it up.
Chapter 4 and verse 26.
Yo.
But Jerusalem.
But what?
But Jerusalem.
No, Africa.
But Jerusalem.
But Jerusalem, which is in Israel, read.
Which is above is free. Which is the mother of us all.
Hey, that's the home. Hey, that's the motherland. That's the real motherland. Jerusalem, man. Israel. That's where we come from. That's where our people and our lineage descend from. Right? Not Africa. Right? So back to this. Right? Con, go to 54.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 54.
Bring it out.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
Right, it said the man that is very tender among you and delicate, meaning at one point in time we should show our people love. Right, we should show our people respect. We seen each other walking down and we walk past it. How you doing, brother? Right? It wouldn't be just a little awkward walk past you, kind of look at him, y'all kind of make eye contact and kind of frown at him or whatever. Right? Hey, it was respect. It was how you doing? You good? How your kids doing? How your family doing? You need anything, brother? You need some water? That's how we used to treat each other. But now this is what the Lord said was gonna happen to his chosen people. Read.
His eye.
His what?
His eye
what?
shall be evil toward his brother.
What that sound like to you, King?
White folks.
You said what?
White folks.
You said white folks? All right, read it one more time.
So that the man that is tender and delicate, Salakia, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate,
his eye shall be evil towards his brother. Right? What people on the earth kill their own kind? Over street signs, right, that don't belong to us, right? Over colors, right? You got to think about how low that is. We kill each other over colors, man. You will get pressed in California for wearing the wrong color in the wrong area, man. Think about how low that is. It's talking about so-called black on black crime, man. So-called vatos against the damn Crips, man. Right? That's what it's going into, right? Hating your own brother in your heart, right? We hate each other as a people, right? We the only ones killing each other, right? Hey, the other nations, they feel like they ain't even gotta kill us. They like, hey, they'll do it themselves. All you gotta do is what? Fill the hoods with drugs and guns. They'll do it, they'll take care of it themselves, right? So that's what it's talking about, right? So do the so-called white man hate themselves, right? Or every time you turn on the news, do you hear about so-called white man on white man crime or so-called black on black crime? So-called black on black crime, man. That's what this curse is going into. Read. It get deeper, read.
his eye shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom.
Right, domestic violence, right? We pimp our women out, call them all type of bees, whores, read.
And toward the remnant of his children.
It said toward the remnant of his children, read.
Which he shall leave.
What people on the earth known for leaving their kids? That's deep, man. A lot of brothers up here grew up without fathers in the house.
That's right.
Right? That's not by coincidence. That's not just because of whatever, man. Hey, that's because the Lord said it was gonna happen.
That's right.
Why? Because we didn't keep the commandments. All right, let's drop down to 64. 64.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 64.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
It said the Lord shall scatter thee among all people. Real quick, give me the book of Psalms chapter 60 and verse 1.
That's right.
Real quick. It said the Lord shall scatter this certain people amongst all the people upon the face of the earth. And real quick, you give me, bring
the book of Psalms, chapter 60 and verse 1. Oh God, thou hast cast us off.
What David say?
Oh God, thou hast cast us off.
Read.
Thou hast scattered us.
Thou hast did what?
Thou hast scattered us.
It said thou hast scattered us. Read.
Thou hast been displeased.
Thou hast been displeased. So he scattered us among all nations upon the earth. Real quick, bring this up.
Said 32 and what?
32 and 26.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 26.
Bring it out.
I said I would scatter them into corners.
What the Lord say?
I said
I will scatter them into corners.
Read.
I would make the remembrance of them.
It said, I will make the remembrance of them. Read.
To cease from among men.
That's why we don't know who we are as a people. right? We call ourselves black, right? Latino. We call ourselves everything except what the Lord called us. Do you know what the Lord called us? You said what?
What he call it?
That's a beautiful question, right? Give me 29 and 1.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 1.
Wait, because we got to figure out who Moses was telling all these different things to. So far, everything you answered, you said, hey, it's us. Right? It's us. So what did the Lord call us? Who was Moses talking to in the wilderness when he said, hey, you were going to slavery on slave ships, right? You going to hate your brother in your heart, right? Who was he talking to? Right? You was going to serve your own enemies, read.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 1. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses
to make with the children of Israel.
Right? With the who?
With the children of Israel.
Who was Moses talking to? So what would that make you?
That's right!
Make you an Israelite, brother. You're a king upon the earth, man. You God's chosen people, brother. The Lord loves you, brother, and only you.
That's
and
right,
your
King.
wife, right? Look at this sign. Real quick, can you see yourself? You see what tribe you from on this sign? Right? Would you be considered a so-called African American in this society? Real quick, give me Psalms chapter 44 and verse 11.
Yeah, y'all can step over here,
The book
King.
of Psalms, chapter 44,
Verse 14.
and verse 14.
Bring it out.
Thou makest us a byword.
A what?
A byword.
Right here, on the right side, that's what these bywords are that they call us, brother. That's what the bywords are. So-called African American, right? Puerto Rican, right? Which means rich port, right? What else? West Indian. All these different things. Those are all bywords that our oppressors put on us, right? Read that again.
Thou makest us a byword
A byword
among the heathen.
among the heathen, right? All these people you see around you, right? They are heathens, right? It said, thou makest us a byword among the heathens. And he said he was going to make the remembrance of us to cease from among men. Give me Jeremiah chapter 14 and verse 2. Right? Real quick, somebody give me the book of Baruch chapter, give me the book of Baruch chapter 3 and start at verse 9.
Jeremiah 14 and verse 2.
Yo.
Judah morning, and the gates thereof language.
Salakia, 17 and 4. 17 and 4. Bubba the show.
Jeremiah 17 and verse 4.
Yo.
And thou, even thy shalt discontinue from thy heritage.
It said, thou shalt discontinue from your heritage. Real quick, somebody give me the book of Sirach, chapter 19 and verse 17. It said, thou shalt discontinue from thy heritage. Actually, give me 17 and 11. Sirach 17 and 11. Right? What's your heritage, brother? You know? Right? What did your forefathers do? Hey, in the ancient world, what were our customs? Right? What holidays did he celebrate? Was he celebrating Christmas in the ancient time? Right? Did our forefather David keep Christmas? Right? Was he celebrating Holloween? Right? Or was he keeping the high holy days that the Lord gave to us? Right? Was he keeping the new moons? Right? The feast of dedication, all these different days, right? Read that again one more time by myself. Who got what I want?
Jeremiah 17 and 11.
Bring it out.
Fuck it, 17 verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee.
Right? That he gave to us. So now we got to figure out what our heritage is. Because it's more than smoking weed, popping harlots, and damn going to the strip club, man. That's not our heritage, right? It's not celebrating Christmas and saying, oh, that was Jesus' birthday, even though it wasn't. Right? That's not our heritage. We got to figure out what our true heritage is so we can take back our heritage, man. Because our heritage was stolen from us. Right? Real quick, somebody else hold the book of Job chapter 9 and verse 24.
No.
This is the book of Sirach in verse 11 from chapter 17.
No.
Besides this, he gave them knowledge.
He gave us what?
He gave them knowledge.
Hey, he gave us he gave you knowledge, brother. Read.
And the law of life.
And the what?
And the law of life.
And the law of life. Read.
For an inheritance.
For what?
For an inheritance.
For inheritance, man. Read.
He made an everlasting covenant with them and showed them his judgments.
Right? He made an everlasting covenant with the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the Israelites according to the Bible, right? Who got the book of Baruch chapter 9? Baruch chapter 3.
It's the book of Baruch chapter 3 and verse 9.
Yeah.
Hear Israel.
What the Lord say?
Hear Israel.
Hear what?
Hear Israel.
Hear what?
Hear Israel.
Hear, brother.
The commandments of...
You gotta go. All right, listen to this last scripture, bro. I got two more, right? One more. All right, somebody give me the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 7. I gotta give you a commandment.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 7.
Bring it up.
Reads, and the swine.
And the what?
And the swine.
What swine, brother? Pig. Right? That's right. It's a pig. Pork. Pig.
Though he divideth the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud.
Right? Pigs don't properly digest their food, right? And pigs don't sweat. So all those toxins from the things that they eat, and they eat anything, right? It stays inside of them. So it doesn't matter how much you clean pork, it's still gonna be unclean at the end of the day.
Right.
He is unclean unto you.
What the Lord say?
He is unclean unto you.
The Lord said pork is unclean to our people. Read.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat,
You can't eat them.
and of their carcass shall ye not touch.
And you shouldn't even be touching them. Why? Because you a king. And you a princess, sister. Right? Why would y'all want to associate yourselves with something as filthy as a pig? Right? You don't want to do that. And the Lord told you not to do it. Right? So are you going to continue to eat pork even though the Lord said not to? All praise to the Most High. Right, you don't eat pork, brother?
No, sir.
Some kind of answer for you.
Nah, I don't fuck with pork.
All right, all praise to the Most High. Right?
Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and of their
It's the same
carcass
verse, brother. It's the same verse.
shall ye not touch. They are unclean unto you. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters.
Read.
Whatsoever have fins and scales.
You know what have fins and scales, brother? What have fins and scales? You said what?
Shrimp.
Shrimp got fins and scales? You said what? Catfish got scales?
Yeah.
Our catfish don't have scales. They smooth. Right? They got fins, but they don't have scales. Right?
Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
Right? What are some things that are clean in the oceans that have fins and scales that you can eat? Right? Brothers, name some stuff.
Salmon.
You said what? That's right, salmon. I love salmon. Salmon, bass, bluegill, tilapia. Right? Those things you can eat, right? Perch. Right? Those things you can
Whiting.
eat. Right? Read on.
And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, and of all that move in the waters, of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
So the Lord said that they're an abomination unto you, right? So the things that don't have fins and scales you can't eat. So like shrimp, crab, lobster, right? Those different things you can't eat. Because you got to think about it. If you take them out, what are they like? They like roaches. If you look at what a damn, what's the name look like? Yeah, like crawfish. What it look like? It look like roach, right? A crab, what it look like? It look like a spider, right? They're literally, that's their bottom feeders. So they eat all the manure and stuff that come from the different animals that's in the sea, right? Right. So when you do those different things, or when you eat those different things, you defiling your temple, and you don't want to do that, right? So y'all gonna continue to eat shrimp, crab, and lobster, or y'all gonna stop? John chapter 14.
That's a hard one.
He said that.
We love y'all, man. God bless.
Hey, real quick on the sword. We're going to read this while you're walking.
This book of St. John, chapter 14 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
If ye love me,
What the Lord say?
If ye love me,
What the Lord say?
if ye love me,
What the Lord say?
if ye love me,
Read.
keep my commandments.
Do what?
Keep my commandments.
Do what?
Keep my commandments.
Hey, if you love him, keep his commandments, man.
That's right.
Hey, as simple and as plain as that, man. If you love the Most High, keep the commandments. If you gonna bend, break, and fold in this thing, hey, you might as well go back into the world, because this might not be for you, man.
That's right.
This ain't for you. This ain't for the weak, man. This is for the strong. This is for the mighty men of the Lord. Somebody give me the book of First Maccabees, chapter 2 and verse 50.
That's right.
Right? Somebody else give me the book of 1 Kings, chapter 2 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
Right? I want 1 Kings 2 and 2 first.
1 Kings chapter 2 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong therefore.
What did he tell Solomon?
Be thou strong therefore.
What did he tell Solomon?
Be thou strong therefore.
Right, somebody give me the book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 8. Read.
And show thyself a man.
And do what?
And show thyself a man.
And do what?
And show thyself a
How
man.
you show yourself a man? Read.
And keep the charge of the Lord thy God.
Read.
To walk in his ways. To keep his statutes and his commandments.
And his what?
And his commandments.
To walk in his ways, keep his statutes and his commandments. Give me the book of Joshua.
It's the book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 8.
Read it out.
This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
What the Lord say?
This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
Read.
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
Hey, you should meditate in the day and night, man. Right? And be a man in this thing. Gird up your loins and be a man in the midst of Babylon the free, man.
That's right.
That thou may observe to do according to all that is written therein.
To what?
That thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein.
No some.
To all that is written therein.
No, only the 10.
To all that is written therein.
Oh, the big 2. The most important commandments.
To all
That is written therein.
Hey, to all that is written therein, read.
For then shalt thou make thy way prosperous,
See?
and then shalt thou have good success.
Read on.
Have I not commanded thee?
He said, have I not commanded thee? Read.
Be strong.
Be
and
what?
Be strong.
Be weak.
Be strong.
Bend.
Be strong.
Break.
Be strong.
Bold.
Be strong.
Be strong. Read.
And of a good courage.
Straight like that, man. Be strong and have a good courage in this thing, right? It's more than that.
Be not afraid.
Be
Neither
what?
be not
afraid.
Neither be thou dismayed. For the Lord thy God is with thee,
Hey, the
whithersoever thou goest.
Hey, the Most High is with us wherever we go, man.
right.
Right? Bring that up. It's more than that. Bring that up.
God. First Kings chapter 2 verse 3. And to keep charge of the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes and his commandments and his judgments and his testimonies as written in the law of Moses, that thou mayest prosper in all that thou doest.
Right? That thou mayest prosper in all that thou doest. Like it tell you in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 10 and 12 on down. Hey, it's for thy good, man. It's for your good at the end of the day. We're not telling you nothing that's not going to profit you, man.
Right.
Right? It's for your good at the end of the day, right? Who got First Maccabees chapter 2 and 50?
It's the book of First Maccabees, chapter 2 and verse 50.
Bring it up.
Now therefore, my sons, be ye zealous for the law.
What the Lord say?
Be ye zealous for the law.
Read.
And give your lives.
And do what?
And give your
And
lives.
do what?
And give your
Hey,
lives.
you might have to give your life in this thing, man. You might have to give your lives for standing 10 toes down for the name of the Lord, man. Hey, those times is coming on the earth, man, very soon, man. You got World War III on the rise, man. You got pestilence in the earth. You got the kings of the east coming together, man. Right? Hey, what's going on, family? You got 2 minutes for me? You, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
All praises, right? Hey, hold everything real quick. Give me Deuteronomy 28, 68. Let's get right to the
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Yeah.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right? You know what that word Egypt means? Somebody give me the book of Judith chapter 5 and verse 11. Judith 5 and 11, real quick, hold that. Judith 5 and 11, right? You know what that word Egypt means, sister?
It's the book of Judah, chapter 5 and verse 11. Therefore, the king of Egypt rose up against them.
The king of Egypt, Osmos, rose up against the Israelites, read?
And dealt subtly with them.
And he dealt subtile with us, read?
And brought them low with laboring.
With what?
With laboring.
And brick. And made them slaves.
And did what?
And made them slaves.
Hey, we were slaves in Egypt. So when the Lord says he will bring us into Egypt again, that word Egypt is synonymous with the word bondage, slavery, captivity. Right? So now let's put everything back in context, all right? Go back to that in Deuteronomy.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Into bondage and slavery again, because right now they just left from Egypt. So he said, look, I will bring you into slavery again. How this time?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How did we get to America? On ships. This is prophesied 3,000 years plus before it actually happened, man. Right. Said, hey, I will bring you into slavery on ships. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Right, we never seen our homeland as a nation of people again. Right, would you agree?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Right, let me ask you this. What's our homeland? Give me Galatians 4 and 26. What's our homeland? Yeah.
The Middle East, where Africa, the Middle East, where the I don't know, like.
All right, listen to this, sister.
Yeah.
Book of Galatians, chapter 4 and verse 26.
No.
But Jerusalem,
But what?
But Jerusalem.
No, Africa.
But Jerusalem.
Read.
which is above
is
is
free.
which is the mother of us all.
Right, said, which is the mother of us all. That's the real homeland, right? Not Africa. Jerusalem, which is in Israel, that's where we're from, sister. Because a lot of people say Africa, but they can't say what country.
I meant like I was thinking Africa, Middle East, that part.
With the Fertile Crescent. All right, bring this up.
The book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to pain.
Say, huh?
White European.
That's right, the so-called white man. Right? What did the Lord call them?
In there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Or your friends.
Unto your enemies.
Just for pain.
Unto your enemies. To your enemies.
He said, you shall be sold unto your enemies. Right? So what did the Lord call them?
Enemy.
He said, what?
I don't know. What did they
I
call
don't
it?
know. All right, let's read it one more time for this. Third time to talk.
In there ye shall be sold
Unto your enemies.
Unto who?
Unto your enemies.
Unto who?
Unto your enemies.
Right, what did the Lord call the so-called white man European? That's right. He called him your enemy. Right, because your friend is not going to rape, rob, murder, steal, pillage, take your land, take you from your land, then put you in another land that you don't know of. Right? They're not going. Your friend wouldn't do that to you. Your friend wouldn't be buddy to you and then stab you in the back. Right. Right? Your friend not going to do that. Right? What if your friend took you and sold you into the sex trafficking? Is that your friend? No, that's not your friend, right? That's your enemy. Right? So the Lord said, the Lord called the so-called white man your enemy according to the Bible. I didn't say that. That's what the Bible said. Right. Right? Read on.
for bondmen,
For what?
for bondmen,
Slave men.
and bondwomen,
Slave women.
and no man shall buy you.
And nobody redeemed us out of this captivity. Like we brought out already, hey, we still yet this day in our captivity.
Right.
Right? We still subject unto payments. Right? So give me Deuteronomy 29 and 1. You know who's speaking right now?
And
Who's speaking? I said who's speaking right now? You said what? You gotta speak up, sister.
He said, and where?
And we're in the book of Deuteronomy. Where he said you were going to slavery on ships.
I don't remember exactly.
All right, bring out. Hey, do you know who's speaking in Deuteronomy? In the book of Deuteronomy? Who led the Israelites out of captivity? Moses did, right? We're reading Moses' words right now. Right? Read Deuteronomy 29 and 1.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 1.
Yeah.
These are the words of the covenant
Which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
No, the niggas.
The children of Israel.
Spicks.
The children of Israel.
Wetbacks.
The children of Israel.
They called us the children of Israel. Right? Would you agree that we went into slavery on ships? Right? That happened to us, right? Did that happen to the so-called white man? Did they go into slavery on ships? What about the East Indian man? It didn't happen. I wouldn't lie to you, sister. Lord willing, right? They didn't go into slavery on ships like we did, man. So that only fits one people, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The Hispanics went into slavery to who? The conquistadors. Right? And really, if you really want to get technical with it, hey, they went into slavery on ships before we did.
That's right.
Right? They tell you that in the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13 and 40 on down. All right? Real quick, give me the book of Hosea, chapter 8. All right? Y'all listen to this real quick, right? What you see yourself in the sun? Would you be a so-called Hispanic? Yeah. From where? Right? You be a so-called Mexican? Yeah. Mexican, so you would be from the tribe of Issachar. Right. All right? My bad. You be from the tribe of Issachar. Right? He got what I want.
The book of Hosea, chapter 8 and verse 8.
Yo.
Israel is swallowed up.
What the Lord say?
Israel is swallowed up.
Right, our people are swallowed up, read.
But now shall they be among the Gentiles, as a vessel wherein is no pleasure.
Right? Now we're among the Gentiles. We're among the heathen. Right? Our people, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we're roundabout among the heathen right now. Read.
For they are gone up to Assyria, as well as alone by himself.
Right? Now real quick, give me verse 8. 7 and 8. Select it. M. Come on. 7 and 8.
In verse 7. No, verse 8. Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people.
Right, say Ephraim has mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is the head of the so-called Northern Kingdom, right? It's the head of the Hispanics and Native Americans. So it said Ephraim have mixed himself among the people, read.
Ephraim is a cake, not turned.
It said Ephraim is a cake not turned. Now, if you cooking pancakes, right, and you put it on the stove, you put it on there, but you don't turn it over, right, what's going to happen to it? Right, one side gonna be brown, right? One side gonna be dark, and what's the other side gonna be? What's the other side gonna be? Exactly, it's gonna be, that's us, right? Hey, I'm darker than you, right? You're lighter than me, but guess what? We're the same people at the end of the day, right? Ephraim is a cake, not turned, read.
Strangers have devoured his strength,
Read.
and he knoweth it not.
And he knoweth it not, right? Somebody give me the book of Genesis chapter 49. All right, give me the book of Genesis chapter 49. Let me see if you get there. So talk about
It's 49:14.
49:14. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 14.
Hold on, brothers. Yeah.
Issachar is a strong ass,
See that?
couching down between two burdens.
Right, and they work hard, man. That's no coincidence among our people, man. That they some of the hardest working people on the face of the earth, man. Right, saying, hey, Issachar is a strong ass crouching between two lines. All right, so you still listening? Oh, break. I bet you nobody probably really called it really.
Come on, brothers.
What's going on, man?
Right up here, Kings. Front row seat.
What's going on, brothers? What's going on with y'all? What's your nationality?
Nationality?
Yeah. African American. What about you?
African American.
African American. Right? Y'all know where that term African American came from?
No.
Right? So, word Africa comes from a man named Leo Scipios Africanus. He conquered the land of Ham, right? And then named it after himself. That's why that land now is called Africa. Right? The name American came from a man named Amerigo Vespucci. He was an Italian man. Right? He mapped out the land of America. They called it after him. All right? Bring this up.
The book of Psalms, chapter 49 and verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
And if you tell them that all this is going to be thrown down sooner or later, they'll laugh at you. They'll mock you. But the Lord said there shall not be one stone that is up that shall not be cast down. Right, read on.
And their dwelling places to all generations.
Read.
They call their lands after their own names.
They call their lands after their own names. Right? So-called Africa. When originally it was called Ham. Right? America. Right? When it was originally called Asherah. Now, these are the last name of two so-called white men. So how is that our nationality, our ethnicity, when that's literally a bloodline of people you descend from, supposedly? Do y'all descend from two so-called white men? Y'all descend from two so-called white men? You say, yeah?
Way back.
Way back?
Slavery.
You know, so your great-great-great-grandfather is a so-called white man. You know that for a fact.
Yeah, I seen like old documents and shit.
Hey, those documents don't hold weight, man. Even when you take those tests, they even tell you that's not 100%.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about pictures. Like I seen who he was and what he did. Like I know.
Like old pictures, so you know who your great-great-grandfather is.
Basically, I don't know him, but like you know what I'm saying. Like I seen pictures. Somebody told me that was my great-great-grandfather.
So your people didn't come over here on slave ships?
They did.
They did?
They did. My great-great-grandmother was raped by my great-great-grandfather.
Say that again?
My great-great-grandmother was raped by my great-great-grandfather.
Your great-great-grandmother was raped by your great-great-grandfather?
Yeah.
Is that on your father's side?
Huh?
Yeah, is that on your father's side?
My father's side, yeah.
On your father's side?
Damn.
On my mom's side, it's just go back.
Well, you know, you kind of gotta, give me the book of, you gotta kind of give me the book of Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 14,
Matter of fact, start in 14 and 21.
in verse 21.
God.
Prepare slaughter.
What the Lord say?
Prepare slaughter.
What the Lord say?
Prepare slaughter.
Who?
For his children.
Read.
For the iniquity of their fathers.
So according to the Bible, right? The Lord is preparing slaughter for all the so-called white men, right? For the iniquity that they've done unto our people, right? Now, y'all would descend from a man named Esau, right? That would be, since it's on your father's side, you are what your father is. So according to the Bible, y'all would be Edomites. All right, so you kind of gotta, I don't know, just live life.
With your white man.
Kind of gotta live life. All right, so we're gonna continue on with the words of the Lord. All right, give me the book of, you got a precept?
All right, Numbers 1:18.
Oh, that's all good, right? Give me the book of Revelations.
Cheers.
All right. Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, I mean, that's a sticky situation, bro. It's a sticky situation, right? Actually, you can drop that. Give me actually hold that, follow me. Give me the book of Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 1. The book of Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 1. Somebody give me the book of Nahum, right? Brother, can you give me the book of Nahum chapter 1 and verse 2?
It's the book of Jeremiah.
Salaki, I want Nahum 1 and 2 first. And then you give me the book of Revelation chapter 6 and verse 13.
Book of Nahum, chapter 1 and verse 2.
Read up.
Yahweh is jealous.
What the Lord say?
Yahweh is jealous.
What the Lord say?
Yahweh is jealous. Read. And the Lord revenges.
He what?
And the Lord revenges.
Read.
The Lord revenges and is furious. Yahweh will take vengeance on his adversary.
What he's gonna do what?
Yahweh will take vengeance on his adversary.
The Lord is gonna take vengeance on all his adversaries, man. Hey, the Lord got enemies, right? People say, oh, you can't have enemies, right? You can't have it. You gotta love everybody, man. Hey, that's not scripture, man.
Right.
Hey, the Lord got enemies, man. Hey, even David said, hey, I hate them with a perfect hatred, man. I count them my enemies. Read.
And he reserveth wrath for his enemies.
And it said he reserveth wrath for his enemies, right? Give me the book. Who got Jeremiah? Jeremiah 51 and 1.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 from the top. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me.
Read.
A destroying wind.
Oh, what?
A destroying wind.
Right, that destroying wind is going into the thermonuclear fire. The missiles, man. Said I will raise up unto them a destroying wind. When that bomb hit the earth, man, guess what's going to happen? It's going to go a shockwave of wind, man. A shockwave, that's them ICBM missiles, man. Nuclear warheads, right? Hold that. Bring this up.
Verse 14?
13.
The book of Revelations, chapter 6 and verse 13. And the stars of heaven fell into the earth.
Right, said, and the stars of heaven shall fall down into the earth. Those are the missiles that it's talking about. Read.
Even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs.
Read.
When she is shaken of a mighty wind.
Of a mighty what?
Of a mighty wind.
Hey, it said when she is shaken of a mighty wind. That same wind that it's talking about, that's going to come from the what? From the nuclear missiles, man. Right, the same thing. So death and destruction is coming to this place, man. Somebody give me the book of Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. You give me the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 14 and verse 11. You give me the book of Revelation chapter 18 and verse 10.
That's right.
All right, we're gonna close that. Right, I want Jeremiah first. Right, and somebody give me the book of Jeremiah chapter 25 and 15.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, in verse 8. The prophets that have been before me.
What did he say?
The prophets that have been before me.
Hey, the prophets are old, man, going all the way back to Abel, man. Hey, Abel was a prophet, man. To my forefathers, man. It said all the way back, man. Right? Read.
And before thee of old prophesied both against many countries.
Against what?
Against many countries.
Hey, against many countries, man. Hey, they prophesied it against this wicked place, man. Hey, if they was here on the earth right now with some of them are, hey, they'd be prophesying against Babylon the Great, man. Read.
And against great kingdom.
And right, and this would be considered a great kingdom, right? Drop that, right? Give me Jeremiah chapter 25. You got Jeremiah 25? Come, bring it up. Come.
Jeremiah 25 verse 15. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh of Israel unto me, take the wine cup of this fury at my hand,
right?
And cause all the nations to whom I send thee to drink it.
Right, and we gotta make all nations drink it, right? Last precept, right? You can drop that. Give me somebody, give me 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. Right, last precept, 2nd Ezra 6 and 9.
Look at Exodus. Second Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 9.
Right, read that mighty, man.
Bring it out. Chapter 6 and verse 9.
Go.
Second Ezra 6:9. Read that mighty, man.
The book of Second. For Esau is the end of the world.
What the Lord say?
For Esau is the end of the
What the
world.
Lord say?
For Esau is the end of the world.
Read.
And Jacob.
And who?
And Jacob.
And who?
And Jacob.
Read.
In the beginning of it that follows.
And with that, I'm gonna say, Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala. Next mighty speaker coming up.